Hello and welcome to the Red Men TV. It is the Starting 11 prediction show. It is Evan, it is Liverpool, it is Benitez taking the helm for Everton Football Club. Jurgen Klopp managing Liverpool. Of course, the past versus very much the future in Liverpool Football Club, and the past of Liverpool Football Club versus the present and the future of Liverpool Football Club. In this one, hoping to really put a nail in Rafa Benitez's coffin, if I am being perfectly honest, because it is going to be Derby Day tomorrow, and I couldn't care less that Benitez won us a European Cup in 2005, now that he is managing Everton Football Club. And as soon as he leaves Everton Football Club and this game is not on, I will be very much a Rafa Benitez fan once again. But that time has been paused for now. I'm here to predict Liverpool's and Jurgen Klopp's starting 11 for this game. Big game, midweek, coming off a great game at the weekend and a great week all round for Liverpool Football Club. Loads of goals, not loads of goals conceded, and this is because of one man, Alisson Becker, because Liverpool would have conceded goals if it wasn't for him and his performance at the weekend. He is, barring injury, going to start in net for this one. Andy Robertson, after an unbelievable performance against Southampton, keeps his place at left back. Virgil van Dijk plays inside of him. I think Joel Matip comes back in for Ibu Konate in this one, and Trent Alexander-Arnold plays on the right-hand side. I think for me, it was always likely that Konate played back-to-back games. Matip have to play in a few games on the bounce. Rested at the weekend against Southampton, comes back in, takes up that right-hand side position alongside Virgil van Dijk. Trent Alexander-Arnold, we know all about him. He is going to keep his place at right back. Robertson versus Tsimikas was a question, but the performance, first of all, last week in the Champions League, 20 minutes cameo, and then at the week, Robertson comes in and plays unbelievably. He is going to keep his place, I believe, at left back. In defensive midfield, I think it's going to be Fabinho, because we've got no one else. James Milner's actually not a bad shout, to be fair, but I do think it's going to be Fabinho for this one. I don't think Jurgen Klopp has taken any risks or any prisoners with his line-up this time around. Thiago will play on that left-hand side. Jordan Henderson will play on that right-hand side. Sadio Mane, Mo Salah and Diogo Jota round off what I believe right now is Liverpool's strongest 11 that they can field. So, one change, I believe, from the weekend's game against Southampton, the 4-0 victory there. I have just said that Matip for Konate is it. I think for me here, there's questions over the midfield and stuff, and we can come to that. Now, this midfield very much plays like this. And the reason for that is because Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to get down that right-hand side, and Trent, Hendo and Mo Salah are causing all teams all the time, all the while, all for those 90 minutes, all the problems that they can put up with. These three are played at an elite level. This right-hand side actually is better, and I think I said this on one of the build-up shows this week, than any right-hand side I've seen for Liverpool Football Club. Jordan Henderson, you know, he covers every blade of grass, not glass, saying that could be worse. Could have said what Steve said last week, but I didn't. And to be fair, it could be worse. He could have said what I said 3 weeks ago with the YouTube name. Anyway, Henderson, I didn't think he had all this little tick-tack of football in him, but he absolutely does, and he loves it. And this sort of, I'm going to term it the Toni Kroos position from when Real Madrid beat us in the Champions League. The quarterback from deep left, sort of midfield 6 position, is where he's been doing his damage. And when Robertson bombs forward and overlaps or underlaps Sadio Mane, what you're seeing is Liverpool attacking and this man arriving late and then scoring goals as well. It's been absolutely fluid, it's been absolutely liquid, and it's been absolutely delicious watching Liverpool Football Club over the last few weeks, to be honest with you. And it is because of this 4-3-3 formation. There is a 4-2-1 maybe. I'd say that, I'm not even talked about the fullbacks or anything like that. But anyway, I digress. We're here to do the starting 11 prediction, and therefore the substitutes as well. So, Caoimhin Kelleher, Kostas Tsimikas, Ibu Konate, Nico Williams and Tyler Morton, I think, is going to make a little sneaky appearance on the bench with James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Divock Origi and Taki Minamino rounding off the 9 substitutes. So, someone is going to ask me, about Joe Gomez, about Roberto Firmino, about Kurt Jones and Naby Keita. So let's head that off straight away. Klopp in his press conference said there are no new injury concerns, but there is no chance for Keita, Jones, Gomez or Firmino. Gomez and Keita are not too far away from team training. Firmino needs another week. Jones doing what he's allowed to do, but he needs time, so no closer on any of those 4 players, closer on a couple of them, no closer as it stands on Kurt Jones and that as well. So let's talk about a few of them. We'll get into the comments actually to do a little bit of this. It'd be good if Virgil got Pickford injured to Michael McGuinness. I don't want it to be about Virgil van Dijk and Thiago this game. I want it to be about how much better Liverpool are than Everton Football Club. That's what I want this to be about. I think, and I'm with the greatest of respect, Michael, because you're not saying this, I'm just sort of answering from a sentence or from a comment, and my trail of thought goes all over the show, obviously, all the time. I actually think that's the wrong way to look at it, though. I think if Liverpool play football, Liverpool beat Everton. If Everton have a chance in this game, it's to drag us down to their level. We do not want to do that. You want to be the bigger man. You want to be the better footballers. You want to put the ball on the floor and play football around them. They can't deal with what we were talking about before with Trent, with Henderson, with Mo Salah and all that type of stuff. Those little intricate triangles around the pitch, the alternating vertical runs, all the movement, the 9 coming, dropping deep and the forwards going forward. They can't deal with any of that. What they can do is snap people, and if we start getting involved in that, you start taking your eye off the ball when you've got possession of the ball, and I don't want Liverpool to do that. I want Liverpool to play football, forget about the injuries, leave them in the past where they deserve to be, leave last season in the past, focus on today, getting better, and going out and winning a league title and beating Everton and beating Benitez. That's what I want Liverpool Football Club to do tomorrow night. Sack the injury stuff right off. Ibu for Matip and Morton for this, says BF Game. But Morton, really? Wow. No debate about this lineup. Spot on, says Harrison Rice. Love the jumper. Oh my God, says Emma. Yeah, Felice Naby lad. The link is the pinned comment on this video. It's a belter. If you live in the UK, you've got until the 10th of December for guaranteed before Christmas delivery. The international orders delivery date was the 24th of November. You can still order it, but we can't guarantee that you'll get it before Christmas. You might though, but I'm not guaranteeing nothing. And I've got me on video saying it, so you can't have a go. Felice Naby. Yeah, Morton for Thiago. Are you mad? Says Rushi Patel. We just got to pray Virgil doesn't get injured by Pickford again. It's cross, but again, let's just not make it about this. Doesn't need to be about this. Any chance Divock sneaks into the starting 11? So Prota Jew. Let's have a look. So he's sneaking in. Snuck in there. And Diogo goes like, lad. What are you doing, lad? No chance. I think the cards have spoken. Look, do you know what? It's a shout, and Jurgen's played Jurgen hasn't played his strongest side against Everton for a long time, because I don't think he thinks Everton are very good, to be perfectly honest with you. So for me, I really wouldn't be surprised if he did select a slightly weaker side than maybe I'm thinking. But over the last few weeks, it feels like we've just sort of been building and rotating and managing this squad really well. I mean, look, at the weekend, you take Thiago and you take Henderson off 60, 65, whatever it was, minutes into the game. For me, that's saying, yous are coming off, we're winning by loads of goals. We're not worried about this game, we're worried about the next one. You're off, that means them two start. So there's no questions for me over Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, although he's played well. With regards Robertson, it's the fittest and the freshest he's looked for a long time, coming off the back of the weekend. So stick with it, see what you get. I mean, I'm not bothered if he plays Chimakash. Obviously Trent, there's no one really. Nico, you're not going to drop him for that one. You're not going to rest him for the Everton game. And plus he's a young lad, he's been able to do it in the past. But Divock Origi, Jota, when Firmino's injured, not sure. Maybe it's a case of go again. If Firmino's close, he comes back in next week maybe. That's when Jota gets his respite. But again, bring Divock in if you need to later on in the game. If you need something mad to happen, Divock's your man, isn't he? Let's go down. Agree with your selection, says Genevieve. Reese, come on and score in the 90th minute, says Connor Ritson. I like a little bit of that, to be honest with you. We should smash these tomorrow. 3-0 my prediction. Go there, play 40. No Dominic Calvert-Lewin. They have no attacking threat and their midfields are overrated. They won't be able to keep up with the footy, says JK. Hopefully that is our Jurgen Klopp, but I very much doubt that it is. I'm going big. I'm going 4-0, I think, for tomorrow's game, which is just so unlike me for a derby. Like, it's mad. This is probably where it comes back and bites me on the arse here, is that because I've never been more confident of a derby win, because I speak to Everton fans and they don't like what they're seeing at the moment. That normally would worry me, but the way that Liverpool are playing right now and the lack of cohesion that Everton are showing and the lack of, you know, fight maybe for the shirt, if I'm allowed to say that, and probably the lack of options as well, I think is probably the main thing. They've had so many injuries, taken me red-tinted glasses off for a while, that it's going to be very, very difficult for Everton to be Everton with all those injuries. I just think that Liverpool do go there and do the business, and they've been tight games. You know, it's been tough sledding at Goodison Park over the last few years. It's been tough sledding against Everton all told. There's far too many draws for my liking against them, and obviously last season they beat us. It's just one of them. I just don't think that tomorrow is the game. I think we go there and we beat them, and that's that. I would love a Hendo goal. Love to see the captain bag one. I'm going 4-0, says It's Crossbow. And 2-0 to Liverpool, says Lemon Scroll Len. So there's nobody else really that anybody thinks. People just seem to think that this is the side, and I like that. We've never had one of these starting 11s. Everyone goes, you know what, Chris? I think you might be right, which is lovely, to be fair, isn't it? But listen, that has been the starting 11 prediction show. Before I go, and before you go though, today is the last day to get your free month of Redmen Plus. Obviously, Redmen Plus is available on the redmentv.com. Today is the last day. Seriously, the last day that you can get that free month. Now is the time to go over there and get that. We've got over 50 shows this month in December coming up for you. Pre-match and post-match build-up and reaction to 9 Liverpool games. We've got an incredible Milan away matchday experience coming up on the channel, because Cy Fletcher will be going over there showing you guys exactly what going to Milan away looks like. And we've got Derelict Melwood. No, it's Derelict Melwood. We're touring Derelict Melwood. So we're having a little look behind the scenes of what was Liverpool's home for so long. And we've got an incredible 2-part documentary, the 50 greatest Premier League Liverpool players. So Premier League era 50 greatest Liverpool players. Part 1, Christmas Eve. Part 2, yes, it is a Christmas present. It is Christmas Day. Redmen Plus. There is a code. It is just Redmen Plus. That's what you need to do. Go over to the redmentv.com, sign up for Redmen Plus. Type in the code Redmen Plus, and you'll get 1 free month and all of that incredible content that I've already mentioned, plus past interviews with the likes of Jurgen Klopp, Lucas Leiva, and Jamie Carragher. Tons and tons of people, evergreen content for you. Get over there, sign up on the redmentv.com. Redmen Plus is like Netflix for Liverpool fans. It is absolutely fantastic. We are so proud of it. You will absolutely fucking love it. Today is the last day for the free month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
Everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you want more from us, then please do consider joining Redmen Plus, our Liverpool streaming service, with extra shows, bonus features, interviews, and incredible documentaries like Netflix for Liverpool fans. We've got the club captain and the club legends here. If you join as a club legend, you get your name in this wonderful list here. Look at them wonderful legends. Anyway, Redmen Plus on the redmentv.com. Join up.